Isn't life so precious? You wake up on a beautiful Sunday morning. Everything seems in check. You're in the morning mood. You have a morning smile. You have a morning wood. But you also have a problem. You pick up that phone, turn on the Xbox, eat that candy, eat that ass. And not just you, but everyone in the world has lost the greatest superpowers we've ever had. Self-control. With self-control, we were able to stop ourselves from indulging in short-term pleasure in order to cash out later in life. We just want the video games, to eat sugars, and to get girls. More girls than you can handle. But come on, with a lifestyle like that, the only pussy you'll get is your cat. And even that nigga doesn't like you. Everyone gets Pikachu and says that's it, but no one wants to wait for the Raichu. Everyone is leasing their car they can't afford, buying designer clothes, watching adult content and busting more guns and milk in a dairy farm. In this world, we can no longer wait and we're driven by pleasure. Pleasure when we wake up when you should be asleep. Pleasure when we should be going through pain. And pleasure sometimes at the risk of our own lives. But my question to you is, are you able to have self-control in a world of chaos? We all struggle with self-control to some degree because the things we want in life and the things we want to do not align with our actions. For years you've been saying you don't want to be the fat guy, but yet you're eating all these cakes, ice creams, ass. You say you want a girlfriend, but the only girls you interact with are adult content and video games. And this year you were supposed to start a business. That was your New Year's resolution. How's that going? I thought so. And contrary to popular belief, it's not because you're lazy. You know what needs to be done, so if you were lazy, those goals would never have been your goals in the first place. We're all lacking self-control because everything we want to do in life is all overshadowed by our actions. Our true purpose is overshadowed by the actions we take every single day. And despite desperately wanting to do something and be a certain way, we do these bad habits despite knowing that they're to our detriment. But just imagine you're on self-improvement, you have huge goals, and even you struggle with cold showers. Even you struggle to say no to that pizza, or to not indulge in adult content. Even you struggle. So just imagine everyone else who's waking up, going on their phones, watching TikToks, eating their Fruit Loops, busting their nuts. And they can't help it, and they might just be too far gone. But since you're watching this right now, that probably isn't the case for you. Because you know all the things that you're doing are hurting your future self and all your aspirations and ambitions. And even though they seem so small, you know that the sacrifice is necessary for success. Because every time you do these things, you're conditioning your brain for comfort. And those actions and that mindset will not prepare yourself to start a business or gain muscle or get a girlfriend. All those things require self-control. And those things are so highly respected because they're hard to obtain. When you have no self-control, you're not seeing any money, you're not seeing any gains, you're not dating any girls. And you might be handsome as Squidward from that one episode, but the fact is you're still not getting hoes or finding anyone to love. So it's very clear the world has a self-control issue, a self-control crisis. Your teachers, your parents, grandparents, even little kids, they all have a severe issue with self-control, some more than others, but nonetheless, self-control is lacking in society. But there is a way me and you can stop this within ourselves. In a world where we're targeted by all these ads and different things to stimulate us. All these small tactics used to hook you in. How can you gain self-control in a world like that? But with this one thing, you're no longer an addict. Finally gain self-control and not meet the great fate of never reaching your goals. All you must focus on is your victories. Hell yeah, I'm so good at Fortnite, I have 100 victory royales. Bro, what? Don't be stupid, I'm not talking about Fortnite. What I mean is, everything you do can be a mini victory, or a mini defeat, a mini W, or a mini L. Something that will either excel you in life, or keep you lame. Up until now you've been taking L's, you've taken more L's than Team Rocket. And just like them, you're watching adult content and blasting off again. And this is terrible for you, but this can change. Because if you're focused and get every single small victory throughout your day, jumping out of bed, hitting the gym, making a coffee, taking the stairs instead of the escalator, staying calm instead of raging in anger, grinding, working for an extra 10 minutes instead of playing video games. These things are so great, but they sound so insignificant. But together, they make big victories. These small victories compound. You can make a bad day into a good one. Throughout your day, you make thousands and thousands of decisions. And each one links back to self-control. There's always the path of pleasure and the path of pain. So which one will you choose? Will you go for the pain having self-control and getting the big victories in future? Or take the pleasure and get the victories now? Those victories don't mean shit. Know what you choose, but in choosing that, you're also subconsciously choosing to take action. To gain these victories, you must be active. Get your checklist, tick every single activity off. Doing each small task, becoming your best self. And when you're able to do this, you'll never want to be a loser again. You'll never want to be controlled by these things. Because when you can control yourself, control your mind, you ultimately control your fate. And I know, self-control doesn't come overnight. It's one of the most difficult things to master. But you have the choice to master this and win in life, or win in the video game and master bait. Look, there's no wrong choice, but we both know that there's a right one. Cause you will take L's, but don't take them L's in vain.